At midnight, something strange was happening in Dinapur village. The innocent villagers were unaware, but a boat had arrived at the river bank. Unknown men stepped ashore, hidden by the thick darkness. Slowly, they began unloading heavy wooden crates, speaking in hushed voices.
Hey, quick, unload all the crates. We don't have much time. You are right. We must avoid getting spotted by villagers or the police. Move fast. If things go well, our business will thrive here. Boss, where do these crates need to go?
The second man, seemingly their leader, silently pointed towards the dense forest by the river. Each man lifted a crate and vanished into the woods. Before long, the group melted into the jungle darkness. But two crates were still near the boat. As two men rushed back to collect them, suddenly a police siren echoed. Police jeep siren blares nearby. The men panic and grab the crates. Just as they start running, a gunshot rings out.
Stop right there, or you'll be hit in encounter.
The shadows ignored the warning and kept running. The result was a gun fired again, and a scream tore through the night. Next morning, Dinapur village was bustling. People were busy with their daily work. Bhola Ram, while pushing his chole bhature cart to the market, was happily singing.
Hot and spicy chole bhature, delicious and tasty chole bhature, tangy and tasty chole, fluffy and super soft bhature, chole bhature.
Bhola Ram, singing happily, was pushing his chole bhature cart, and Mangal arrives on his bike and calls out,
Hey Bhola, still here? I thought you would be at the crossroads by now. Brother, be mindful of time. People want breakfast early in the morning. Not today, Mangal. The chole took longer to prepare. So I'm late. Anyway, you go ahead. I'll be there soon. Oh, actually, Bhola, I want to be with you today either. Since that Baba from the city arrived, I spend all of my time serving him. So all the progress we have had, it's because of his blessings. So, but don't worry, from tomorrow I'll definitely be with you.
Saying this, Mangal started his bike and rode off. Bhola Ram pushed his cart ahead towards the crossroads. A few years ago, Bhola Ram and Mangal had started their chole bhature business together. Bhola was simple and hardworking. He handled everything from cooking to serving. Mangal was clever, but he mostly lazed around, helping only a little. Bhola Ram never complained, and the reason was that Mangal had invested more than half the initial money. Still, with good taste and hard work, Bhola built the business up. Bhola Ram sets up his cart at the crossroads, singing as he serves hot chole bhature to eager customers. Suddenly, two burly men approach him and said,
Hey you, quickly give us 2 hot plates of chole bhature.
Bhola noticed both men were drunk and not from the village. So, ignoring their rudeness, he served them food. Both of them started eating, and the second man said,
Oh wow, you may look like a bhatura yourself, but your chole are delicious.
They started laughing loudly. Bhola felt anger, but he decided to stay calm. After finishing their meal, they started walking off. Bhola stopped them.
Hey, pay me before you go.
At the mention of money, both men flared up.
Hey, how dare you ask us for money? Hey, whoever you may be, no one leaves without paying.
This argument between Bhola Ram and these two men turned into a scuffle. Just then, Mangal arrived there.
Hey, stop Bhola. You don't recognize them. They are my distant relatives. Take the money from me later, na. Let them go.
Mangal apologized to these men and sent them away. Both men went away and then Mangal tried to calm Bhola. He explained, but Bhola was still hurt by their mockery. So he spoke firmly.
Listen, Mangal. Either take your money back and leave this business, or work equally with me. I can't handle it all alone.
Mangal ignored him and said,
Hey Bhola, don't get annoyed. I've got such a business deal for us that you'll jump with joy when you hear it. Oh really? What deal? I praised our chole bhature so much to Baba from the city that he became a fan. And the other day, when I took him some, he was delighted. Now he's given us a contract to send 150 to 200 plates daily to his ashram in the city. Do you understand what that means? We'll be earning in lakhs every month. Isn't it a great deal? The deal sounds good, but we'll need more helpers.
Both were thrilled with the new deal. That day, they worked hard at the cart and dreaming of lakhs, they returned home. When Bhola Ram got back home, he saw that there is a fortune teller at his home. His wife excitedly calls him. Look ji, such a wise saint has come to our home. Show him your hand once. Whatever he says always comes true. Bhola Ram never believed in such things, but upon his wife's insistence, he reluctantly sat before the saint. The moment the saint glanced at his palm,
Great danger ahead. Wrong company will drag you down. The trap of greed is about to entangle you, son. Change your path. Trust only in the earnings of honest labor. Yes, Maharaj ji.
Bhola politely nodded but ignored the warning. He and his wife served the saint well before seeing him off with food and dakshina. At Dinapur police station, Inspector Uday Singh talking to Havaldar Lallan.
Lalan, one thing troubles me. That night, we chased the smuggling gang, but somehow they disappeared into the jungle. I even hit one on the leg, but he escaped too. Sir, maybe the gang slipped through the jungle into another city. Yes. No, Lalan, they are still here, hiding in this very village in disguise, and some local person is helping them.
Police were on the lookout. The Tusker gang was indeed hiding somewhere in Dinapur. Weeks passed. Meanwhile, Bhola Ram and Mangal's business grew. They were now feeding not just villagers, but also supplying hundreds of plates daily to Baba's city ashram. Business looked brighter than ever. One day, while loading tiffins onto the van, Bhola Ram said to Mangal,
Mangal, shouldn't we start packing these properly? What if someone tampers with them on the way? It might get spillage. Packed food is safer. That would be a better way.
Hearing this, Mangal replied,
Oh no, Bhola. We put a heavy lock on the van door. Who can touch our chole bhature then? Even driver of the van drives safely.
Bhola found his reply odd but said nothing. That night, Bhola was at his home and his wife approaches him and said, Listen ji, the new work that you have started, I mean the daily supply of chole bhature to the city, this feels a little strange. Don't they get food there? Why would they order from so far? Remember what the saint said? That danger lies ahead.
Oh no, stop worrying. The Baba orders our food, gives us money. What harm could it be? Just be relaxed. Everything is fine.
I still think you should be cautious. I feel you are too innocent. Hearing his wife's words, Bhola Ram planned something. The next morning, after loading the tiffins, Bhola secretly hid inside the van. The vehicle set off, but instead of heading to the city, turned towards the river road leading to the old temple. The driver stopped. Bhola Ram, hiding inside the van, thought to himself.
Strange. Why did he stop here?
And soon, voices floated in from outside.
So, Mangal, everything running smooth, huh? We say we deliver chole bhature to the city, but neither villagers nor police know how valuable these chole really are. True, Mangal. Smuggling gold from the village wasn't so easy, but with you, everything became simple.
The gang opened the van and began mixing gold biscuits into the food tubs. Bhola watched, hidden behind a big drum. Now, their secret was out. Mangal was involved in a gold smuggling racket. He stayed silent, knowing a single move could cost him his life. Once the gold was hidden, the food was repacked and the van continued its route. Next day, while Bhola loaded the van again, Mangal arrived there and he said to Bhola,
Bhola, send off the van with all the tubs. I'm going to meet Babaji. We'll be back by afternoon.
Bhola stayed quiet. Mangal left. After around an hour, van loaded with chole bhature left for the city. But instead of going towards the city, it turned towards the river route, where the gang waited for them. But as soon as Mangal opened the door of the van to mix the gold into the tubs, he froze. Inside the van stood Inspector Uday Singh and Havaldar Lallan. Shocked, the gang tried escaping, but little did they know the area was already surrounded by police. Inspector Uday Singh said,
I knew the gold smuggling gang was running strong here. What I didn't know was that greedy Mangal, the chole bhature seller, was part of it. My plan to catch you red-handed has succeeded. But how did you find out, Inspector, sir? Your question will be answered by that man, Mangal.
Mangal turned and was stunned once again. Bhola Ram had arrived too. Calmly, he narrated everything he had seen.
I began doubting when Baba's men mocked me while eating at my cart. Then my wife's warning made me sure. I hid inside the van and saw you mixing gold in the tubs. At the next checkpost, Inspector Sir stopped the van. When they found me terrified inside, I blurted out everything. The police checked the tubs and found the gold. They believed me and planned this trap. Today, with them hiding in the van, you got caught. But the entire thing is, Mangal, I trusted you. And you are my business partner. I never ever thought that you would do this to me. You betrayed me. This is the reason why I decided that I will plan with police and made them caught you red-handed. What kind of partnership is this, Mangal? I'm really disappointed from you.
Inspector Uday laughing.
And we changed your driver too. Plus, our team was already stationed near the temple. After tough effort, you all are finally in my custody. If it wasn't for Bhola, we would never have guessed how the racket worked. I really appreciate Bhola for his help and being our informer.
Mangal and the gang begged for mercy, but Inspector Uday Singh sent them all straight to jail. Finally, the greedy chole bhature seller Mangal and the smugglers were caught. Bhola Ram, free of suspicion, happily returned to his honest business, once again making the villagers smile with his tasty food. Next morning, Dinapur was bustling as usual. Bhola Ram pushes his cart towards the market, singing,
Hot and spicy chole bhature, delicious and tasty chole bhature, tangy and tasty chole, fluffy and super soft bhature, chole bhature.